Hi, welcome to Squishy Exclusive. Today I'm giving this fox a Valentine makeover. He is cute, but he's a bit shabby. You can see the tear on his nose and there's some other rips and tears. I'm bringing in two more squishies, the cookie and this heart keyring. I'm just going to remove the keyring part. Now it's time to do what we always do and sandpaper the squishies, so the fabric paint won't peel off later. The heart in particular is really smooth, so it needs a good sanding to ensure that the paint sticks. Now it's time to glue everything together with the fabric glue. I'm starting with the rip on the neck. Once sealed with glue and then gone over with fabric paint, it will make it really sturdy. The fox is going to be glued to the cookie and holding a Valentine's heart. I was trying to save time by gluing everything together at once, but as you will see, that was probably not the best idea. Now to add the heart. I probably did use a bit too much glue here as well, but I just kept going and added the heart onto it. Now to start adding the elastic bands, which will hold everything together, press the pieces together, and once dry they'll all be stuck together really well. Here's where it started to go wrong a bit. I should have done the neck, the base and the heart separately, because as I was putting the elastic bands on it was shifting around. But now it's time to leave this for a few hours until it's dry and then take off the elastic bands and see what we've got. And here we are. You can see that the fox has shifted. He is not central on the cookie and the heart is a bit crooked as well, but I just decided to carry on because it's not too bad. Now to start painting with a white base coat. This one definitely needs the base coat because the colours are just so bright. You would need lots of layers of colour just to cover it, so a base coat is usually the way to go. Now that's done, we can start with the colour, and it's yellow. These are custom colours that I mixed myself, and it looks really nice, not too light, not too dark. We'll just have to see how it looks when it dries. I'm just trying to get each layer as smooth as I can, but it doesn't have to be perfect. I've found that fabric paint does tend to smooth itself out a bit while it's drying. Now that looks done, let's see how it looks once it's dry. And it looks good, nice and shiny. There is a small rough patch on the back of the tail. I'm just smoothing some more fabric paint over that section, blending it in, and it should look fine. So now I'm moving on to the face. It's still yellow, but a lighter shade. He is starting out quite subtle colour-wise, but you'll find out in a minute it's not going to be subtle at all. More layers on the face, and I added eyes off camera. He's going to have pink eyes. I'm using the dotting tool to add that, and then some eyeshine at the bottom. As I was doing the eyes, I realised I just didn't like them, but I'll sort that out in a minute. Now it's on to the biscuit base. I'm starting with a thick layer of pink, and that's going to be covering the entire biscuit. I've been lucky with the colours so far because I've liked them all once they've been added to the squishy. Sometimes once it's dried, you realise you hate it and you have to remix the paint and start again. So I'm just finishing up the pink and moving on to the heart, which seems to have been recorded at night time. I'm not sure what happened to the lighting here. I'm just going to keep going with the layers until I am happy with it. not forgetting the inside of the heart. Now for the cookie filling, I'm going in straight from the bottle with this hot pink colour. I'm applying one really thick layer all the way around, letting it dry, and it should turn out really nice. As I was doing this, I was trying to decide where else to put pink in the squishy. So I decided to put some on top of the heart, which looks good and covers up the imperfection where we pulled out the keychain. Now I'm switching over to some white puffy paint and adding some dots. I guess this could be icing or cream. And it also covers up the not so neat line between the yellow fox and the pink cookie. And a bit more on the tail. The heart needed something, and I decided to put some shine on it with white, and I think it turned out looking pretty good. There's a close-up. And back to the pink, and it turns out the fox has been perhaps jumping in icing, who knows. But he's got a little blob on his ear, and that covers up the imperfection that was in the squishy as well. Now going back over the eyes, I was trying to fix it and I just did my best. I redid the pink. The outline and the eyelashes are a bit darker. I think I just picked the wrong shape of eye and I just couldn't get it to look how I wanted it to look. Now I'm trying with a black pupil instead of the brown and adding a bit of colour to his nose. Back to the hot pink, the drips are going to continue. I was actually trying to cover up the imperfection in the nose, but trying not to make it look like a big pink nose. More icing on the feet and onto the eye shine. One eye done and the other one is also done. Back to the drips. And I should be just about done. Here is the original squishy, which is cute, but just a bit worn out and needed a makeover. And here's the finished squishy, the Valentine Fox. He has got a bit of a crazy look in the eye, perhaps because he just loves you too much. He's really squishable, and I love the 3 squishies that I've put together to make one great squishy. There's more squishy makeovers on the way. Thanks for watching, and it's goodbye from me, Squishy Exclusive. Bye!